Aloha, Keiki.
Miss Sutrove here. Back when we were at school, you might have noticed a little bird with long legs that liked to hang out in the grassy parts of our campus. That was the Kolea, or Pacific Golden Plover. If you've seen that bird again recently, maybe in your own yard, you'd notice that its plumage, its feathers, have changed. It's getting ready to fly north to Alaska, where it goes this time of year. Today, I'm going to show you how to draw a kolea, whether you draw it with the feathers the way they are right now or the way they are in the winter. Let's get started. Doesn't matter if we're going to draw the kolea with its winter plumage or with its spring plumage that it has right now and is about to fly away with. It starts the same way because the bird has the same shapes in its body. It's just going to be in how we color it. So I'm going to start with its head. And its head, I'm going to start with a circle. And anytime I'm starting sketching with a circle, I'm going to use my pencil very light and make a sketchy circle until I get something that I like. Now, I see I've got that, and now I've got this big body, and I'm going to see, well, how does this body go? If I trace it with my pencil or my finger, it goes down, and then it's like a slide, it goes that way. So that starts just underneath here. Has a little curve, and then it goes kind of straight down for a while. A little longer than the head is, and then it starts to curve like a slide, and then that slide starts to even out. Now that takes us from the head down its belly to its tail. Now, for the top, its back, that starts over here on the head, and it goes straight down a little bit, and then this slide goes this way, and sometimes has a little bit of a bump. And it's going to go down, and it's going to match. It's going to meet up. Oh, if it didn't quite meet up, then I just go like that, and I have a body for my bird. That's a lot of it already done, isn't there? So now I'm going to do the eyeball. The eyeball is almost in the center, but a little bit this way. And I do the eyeball like a big, good size oval there. Oval, maybe a little bit of an almond, just barely. And I see that the beak comes out just below that, and it's a pretty long beak, and it's narrow. Pretty long, narrow, and here's one of the tricks about beaks on any sort of bird. You can see it on this kolea, especially how it comes into the body a little bit like that, and put a little dot in the eye so it looks a little more alive there. So now I can see, I know that we have a little wing line here, and it has its legs. An interesting thing about bird legs, well, they come from the middle of the body going straight down, but their knees bend the opposite way of ours. And so that is how a kolea's ones go. And this leg is going to go even more angled, and it'll overlap. I'm going to make so that there's a little claw coming down. I'm borrowing details from there. You can borrow details from whichever bird that you want. Now, from here, you can decorate the bird to be like this or like that. But right now, if you see a kolea, if you saw one in the last month, maybe in your yard, it's got its tuxedo on, because this is what they wear when they're about to head north all the way to Alaska. So I'm going to draw mine this way. And so if I'm going to start, I've got this interesting curvy line that goes around like that. I'm going to show you how to do that. I'm going to start right up on the edge of the head, above the beak, right above the eye, and I'm going to go around the eye. I'm going to go down, touch the chest, and then over the belly. And I'm going to do that one more time. I'm going to follow that line. Top of the head, back of the neck, over the chest, past the belly. And so now, if I have that, I know, make this eye a little bit different. I know that I've got that line there. I've got my eye, I've got the white part, and I've got the speckled part. And if you really want to make this bird come to life on your paper now, we want to either color it or use shading with a pencil to make it go there. So I'm starting with just a little bit of pencil shading there to fill in the dark area, because I can make this come to life even if all I have is pencil and paper. This bird can start to look realistic as long as I keep looking back at my picture and going, oh, what other details do I need to notice? Like, I'm noticing that there's some fluff right where the feathers come out. And I notice that on this bird, over there, isn't too much black either. But right here, it's going to have the black feathers. See how I'm using my pencil? I'm going back and forth, but gently, so it fills it in evenly. Of course, you could do this with a marker too. Use whatever supplies you have around that you like to use. And then up here, I'm giving it the speckles. And I'm going like speckle, 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 speckle. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. It's sort of like I'm pretending to make letters, but not really. And sometimes they'll be closer together. And sometimes they'll be a little bit bigger. And over here, I think I can see the actual feathers that are darker. And then this feather in the back has a bit more darkness on it. A lot of times what makes a work of art is not rushing it and continuing to look, not calling it done too quickly, to actually keep looking again and again. Go back and see what else you notice in the picture. Because there's always more details that you can pick from. So look again and see what else can you add to make the feathers look real. Get rid of that little bit there because that's where it's white. Ooh, but you know what? That line there, I can make it a little fuzzier. Are actually like that. They're fuzzy. And there is my Kolea. If you draw one of these, I'd love to see a picture of it. See you soon.